What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another trade recap from another Asia session live trading stream. So I wanted to break down the trade that I took today during Asia session so that you guys can better understand it in a shorter form video, because obviously you guys can watch the recording from the live stream itself, but I want to explain it with a little more detail so that you guys understand why specifically I went for this trade. So let's start from the top. What's the first thing that I look for in every single trade that I start breaking down? It's the higher time frame, right? I find the narrative, and today's narrative came from the weekly time frame. Again, I mentioned that the weekly candle has no wick, and I put a magnet up at the top of the screen. Put this magnet up, and I was like, chat, we're probably going to start gravitating towards this. We're approaching the end of the week. We scaled down to the lower time frame, and I was like, okay, we're in between a bearish IFVG and then this 4-hour bullish gap, right? This 4-hour bullish gap, and then on the 1 hour we have a bearish one. So I was like, guys, honestly, I don't want to be in the middle. We need confirmation. The confirmation from today's trade happened on the even lower time frame. We had nothing on the 30-minute time frame, so I scaled down one more time, and then I found this 15-minute gap, which was relevant to us because that's what price was inside of at the current moment. There's no other gaps around on the 15-minute time frame. So that's what we used. We scaled down to the 15-minute time frame, and we used that as our narrative going into this trade. After that happened, we didn't get the best trade, and for that reason, I'll show you guys the recording right now, because I feel like you guys would need to see this for like a better explanation. If we go in right here, you can see that the price started pulling back up, and then we got this 1-minute IFVG and a 5-minute IFVG, and that's where we actually entered the position. But the important thing here is how much I entered with, because what I started saying is like, this setup, it's not an A+ setup. It's actually like a B+. And then we started dumping down, but our stop loss was in a really good spot. I had it underneath this low. And so underneath this low, we did end up surviving, right? Our stop loss was below the low. I said it's not the best setup. So for that reason, we only went in with 3 micros. So the maximum that I was risking on this trade with our first entry was like $80. But after it ran down there, I ended up dropping an additional 5 micros on this trade and putting us at 8 total micros on this position. That helped average out the position, first of all, so that it brought it up a little bit, and we were pretty much right in the middle of this 5-minute gap. And then from the next candle, we actually expanded. We got a new 30-minute candle, and it just ripped up straight to our TP. Now for our TP, obviously the weekly narrative was all the way up there on that weekly no-wick candle. On the lower time frame, we were just aiming for this trendline liquidity. A bunch of lower highs here, so if you aim for the highest, it's typically a level that will get taken. You can see that we created a lower high here, lower high here. So all these stop losses are right here, and right here. None of those stop losses have been taken out, and typically it will expand very rapidly to that area. So that's a quick little trade recap of today's trade. Hope you guys learned something from that and enjoyed another live trading session. Catch me every single day at 7 p.m. PST for Asia session. If you guys want to join those streams, just join my Telegram, which is going to be in the description. With that being said, thank you guys for watching another one of my videos, and I'll see you guys in my future videos and in those live streams. Peace out.